Water Flows, a series of informational programs about water. Water Flows will look at a number of issues: water conservation, preservation, purification, and sustainable use. How are dams useful? We humans have probably been trying to tame rivers in order to provide the desired amount of water in the right place at the right time forever. The most common way has been by construction of dams across rivers to control the flow of water and store it. Dams bring many benefits, but their effects on humans through displacement. Sometimes people have to make way for the construction of a new dam and lose their homes, and the changes in the natural environment can be severe. This is why any new proposals for dam building have to be examined carefully to assess their potential impacts on human society and on the biodiversity of the river systems in which they are built. Dams are not only built to store water as a source of domestic supply for our homes. They are built for a number of reasons. The water stored behind the dam may be used to drive turbines that are connected to electrical generators to produce hydroelectric power. A dam may be used for flood control by storing the water coming downriver during a flood and releasing it over a period of time at a later date so that human habitation or agricultural lands are not inundated with excessive water. Water management means that water stored behind the dam may be released in a regulated manner to provide water to crops during the dry season or in times of drought and water scarcity. Water transfers involve the water stored behind a dam being discharged through pipelines or canals to another river system to make up for shortfalls in flow in the receiving river. The receiving river usually also has a stabilizing dam so that the transferred water can be stored until it is required. The water is then used for domestic, agricultural, or industrial purposes. Domestic water supply. The water stored behind dams is released into domestic supply systems, usually for towns and cities, over a period of time to ensure a constant supply of water for cooking, drinking, or washing. Navigation. Dams are used to regulate the fall of the river, especially in areas of high slope, so that boats can pass. In these cases, the dams are associated with navigation lock systems. Dams are also used to retain water that can be released in the dry season to maintain sufficient depth for navigation. Dams may be used to fulfill more than one of these functions. However, dams used for power generation are likely to be very different in design from those designed for flood control or navigation. Power generation requires a consistent, regular release of water, whereas the demand from irrigation tends to be highly seasonal. Well, that's it for today's program. You've been watching Water Flows. Water Flows looks at a number of issues related to water, including water conservation, purification, and sustainable use. Join us for another program.